In this lecture, we will do two charts that I'm fairly confident none of you would have used earlier. These are the surface and the contour charts. Surface and contour charts are used to represent three-dimensional data on a two-dimensional plot. We usually use applications like Matplot to do this. Here we have 5 products and we have 5 different regions. And we have the average score for each one of these product and region combinations. So I'll select the data set. We want to click on Insert All Charts. And then we have a group called Surface where we have 3D surface, a wireframe, a contour, and a wireframe contour. Let's start with the first one. So if you notice on the 3D surface, it is actually telling us on a three-dimensional axis. The legend is simply groups of the number. So we have 0 to 0.5, and in intervals of 0.5, we have all the way up till 4.5 to 5. And then we have an X, Y, and a Z axis. So we have our Y axis where we have the numbers. Then we have an X and Y, which is an X and Z, which is showing us the 5 regions and the 5 products as well. If we convert this into a wireframe, it's exactly the same, but here you can essentially see the data on a three-dimensional axis. Now remember, Excel is not the best tool to do this. You have more specialized tools that create it for you. But if you need it, if you want to present your data on 3 dimensions, this is the best way of doing it. And then a slight variation here is the contour, which gives you the 3-dimensional data on a 2D plot without 3 dimensions on it. If you notice, the colors here are representing the third dimension. For example, if I look at C, which is right now my product C, and if I look at W, which is my region West, this color is going to help me understand what is the intensity of that particular combination. And the intensity can be seen by the legend, where a dark blue is 0 to 1, and orange is 1 to 2, 2 to 3 is gray, 3 to 4 is yellow, and 4 to 5 is a light blue. If you want it to be presented in a slightly simpler manner, you can go to change color and just choose a single color, which makes it monochromatic, and it looks like this, right? So it looks really nice. Try to understand the inference here will not be that clear. You will have to read a little bit of theory to understand how to derive the inferences and present it to the audience. But if you need it, this can be presented very neatly using an Excel chart. And it's wonderful to see that the option has been added on Excel now. To cover the literature is beyond the scope of this course, but you can just go to Google and just do a preliminary reading to understand how surface and contour is used.